Cape Town. I will be presenting our research findings on solar lighting and water preheating in tropical African homes. What sustainable possibilities? There are possibilities within that that I want to discuss. So what are going to be the objectives of this presentation to you, ladies and gentlemen? I will present tropical Africa's energy paradox. There is an energy paradox in Africa, in tropical Africa. I will discuss some of the sustainability aspects of our research and development engineering solutions. Yeah. We have designed solutions, engineering solutions, researched them, developed them, but now we look at the sustainability aspects of those solutions. I uncover opportunities presented by these solutions. Hopefully, by the end of this presentation, I should have motivated you to think and take action in your own ways, okay, about the solutions. So, what is the problem? What is the problem? Very clear. Prevalence of energy poverty, and we'll soon see what poverty is in tropical Africa, in spite of an abundant solar resource. Energy poverty, but solar. Okay, let's look at the resource problem, some of the dimensions of the resource problem. That is Africa. That's the Tropic of Cancer. That's the Tropic of Capricorn. The region I'm interested in is this one, in between those two tropics. That's tropical Africa. In that region, as of 2011, there were 825 million people living, and 591 million of those had no access to electricity at all. Yet, we have certain reserves. Let's look at the energy reserves. Oil, gas, coal, hydropower, electricity generation, which are marked in red, 3.1% of the world population, of the world output. Land area, Africa. We have, our continent occupies 20.4% of the land mass. But actually it's generating 3.1% of electricity. Population, we are 15.4% of the world population. These 15.4% of the world population are producing 3.1% of the world electricity. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? Too little energy reserves compared to the land mass and the population of this continent. That is the problem. That is the problem. Let's look at it the other way. What's the paradox within this problem? If you were God and looked at Africa, at the world at night, that is what you see. That's at night. That's what you see. If you look carefully, there is this region here. Literally, it's as if it's part of the sea. You can walk from land to sea and just fall in the water. At night, that is the problem. That is if you are God and you look at it at night. What if you are not God, or you are Satan, for example, and you look at it during the day? If you look at it during the day, that's what you see. The brown, the dark brown and the brown, that means how much solar light, solar energy is landing there. You can see that Africa is the most blessed continent as far as solar energy is concerned, compared to these other fellows in Europe, Australia, all those fellows outside the tropics. So, there is a paradox. there is a paradox. The most solar favored region has the least energy utility. That is the energy paradox of today. Okay, let's look at how we addressed this. That is materials and methods. Okay. We did, of course, engineering research and development, and we have written separate papers on photo lighting and solar heating, so I won't discuss those papers now. Then we, for purposes of this paper, we reviewed the latest official publications on socio-economic indicators. We reviewed the relevant research papers in the humanities. Although we are engineers, okay, we have two brains. You know, everybody has two brains. There is the logical part, there is the humanities part. So we used our humanities part to review research papers in this. And then after that, we did a quantitative linkage between our research findings in the humanities and the engineering research and development. So very briefly, that's an extract from the engineering paper. On solar lighting, you have a solar panel. You have a solar panel there. You have a power control area, and then you are lighting the home. Then the second, you have water heating. You have these are two units. You have one unit there, or any of these units. They do the same job. You put in water in the morning there, the cold water. During the day, it is heated up here, and it keeps saturating. It keeps saturating. In the evening, you get warm water up there. That's what we have done. And you can see, I think that that face might be familiar now. So then let's look at the linkage. We did the capital costing. Is it affordable and all that? Okay. Basically, you begin. We prepared this spreadsheet here, and all you need to do is put in the place there, and then that links to our engineering and research development paper, and it populates that area. Then you fit in figures here, and if you have fit in correctly, you get a continue go ahead there. You fill in other data here. If you do it correctly, you get a continue there, and fill in more. If you do everything correctly, then you should get a continue there. Once you have reached there, just put in data here, and eventually you get your output. So in this for this particular case here, the cost for the 200 watt hours watt system was 370 Running costs, again, just after you have installed the unit, you have to replace certain things and all that. So over a period of 25 years, you get a total energy production of 6.5 megawatts. And you get a unit cost of 14 US cents. 14 US cents. That is capital plus running cost. What does this mean? Let's look at the results of this research. Costs, business development, energy, health, education, national productivity, sustainability, and challenge. All these are results which I want to very quickly go through. Costs. You look, when you install both systems, this is what you get for this is for the PV, and this is for the solar siphon system. That's the total. You find that the total energy cost is actually 1.5 US cents. 1.5 US cents per unit. 1.5 US cents per unit for our system. If you compare it with the electricity cost in Uganda, because this was done in Uganda, you find that at the moment we are paying 21 US cents. So, ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 cents from solar against 21 US cents from electricity. Isn't the choice clear from an economic point of view? set the choice clear. 1.5 cents against 21 cents. Let's look at business. Of course, this means that there are business opportunities for everybody to reap. Number one, over 100 million systems, either PV or solar siphon heating, are required to cover the unelectrified homes on the northeast. Too much. And growing at 2%, 2.6% per annum. Money, the cash. Current scenario, there is a total of 30 and 37 there, that is 67 billion to get the thing moving. In the long term, if we got these things, because we need to keep replacing them, so as a running business, you have 1.5 billion and 3.8 billion. The business opportunities, that's a green field for everybody really too. Okay? In addition, there will be benefits for the urban and commercial markets, which we didn't go to. Next, energy poverty reduction. Let's see. You can see the immediate. That is an extract from the engineering paper. Yellow means PV energy, red means heating energy for a sample of places. Now, the most important thing is, as one of the development social indicators, is what we call access to electricity. The International Energy Agency defines access to electricity in the rural areas by that red line. But when you use these systems that we have designed and developed, and whose costs I have given you, you end up with these. You can see. So literally, you have energy for everybody, free energy for everybody. Health. Right now, that's what happens in our kitchens. The young girls here start cooking at an early age. I don't know whether you can see their mother there. Can you see their mother? Yes. Can you see their mother? There. She's cooking. She's cooking. So she started off like this. She's still there. What do you think is happening to her lungs? What? This lady, the eyes cry, the nose cry, the mouth cries, everything cries as she's trying to cook. Productivity, population growth. There is a study to show that actually if you photo electrify, the rate of population growth will go down. Those are some of the other gains. Look at the problem. That woman looks beautiful, but if you really love her, liberate her from that poverty. Those are the gains. Those are the gains. You can see these children, instead of studying over the weekend, they are busy fetching firewood. I was a victim of that. I used to do that. Sustainability. The main thing here, you get superior lighting at about 10% of the carbon dioxide you give. Challenges. There are challenges. You can't pretend they are none. The part of the energy is that. Technical skills are a problem that is led in the environment from the batteries, and you have a problem of solar siphon filling in the villages. And I have an illustration of that.